Now, today's video includes us looking back at two relics of history. First of all, do you remember Google's Project Ara? Yeah, that failed project where they tried to make a completely modular phone where basically you just buy the motherboard or rather the base component of the phone and you add components based on your preference. Like some people want a great battery but need not have much use for a camera, so they can save a little bit of money by including a lesser capable camera but having a better battery on their phone and have lesser cost. Basically a modular phone that fits your needs and not something that the company defines. Similarly, do you know about Lava, a Indian mobile maker who started off making feature phones and then slowly moved to Android smartphone market, only to be overwhelmed by competitions like Xiaomi and other Chinese brands that basically took over the market and it doesn't have any space anymore. Lava Mobiles had dropped off the map a couple of years ago, but now they are trying to come back with their revolutionary idea of an upgradable smartphone with their MyZ series of phones. Like if you go to Lava's website right now, it gives you this picture on the homepage saying My Z, customize your phone just the way you like it. And I'm really excited for the concept, even though the smartphones are, ultimately they're just a smartphone with the components that they provide you that you can select in the website. But still, the concept is really great. The fact that you can now customize the exact same phone based on the options that they give you at least gives you some kind of freedom and it allows you to pick the price point that you want. And the idea is that once you buy this phone, you're not locked into that hardware. Like if you like, for example, this phone, it's stuck at 64 GB of built-in storage. So if I, yeah, expandable memory is always a thing, but if I wanted faster built-in storage to 128 or something, I can't really do that because the chip is soldered onto the motherboard. Well, that shouldn't be the case with the MyZ series of phones where they promise you upgrades with the relevant costs. So if you're willing down the line after you use the MyZ phone with a certain spec for a while, if you want to only upgrade a certain aspect of the phone, you can, which is a pretty revolutionary concept, which Google tried to over-engineer and kind of failed at that process. There are some, of course, phone variations that they have launched, like the Z2, Z5, and a couple of things. But what excites me more is the spec picker that they have introduced in their website. So if you head over to their website, you can basically see 5 things that you can choose about your phone. The fifth one is a very common one that you can choose anywhere, and that's the color. You can select from the existing options that the company provides you. But here, you can even choose between the camera setup. Like you can have either a triple camera array of 13 plus 5 plus 2, or you can only have dual cameras with 13 and 2. So that's really up to you. So if you choose any one of those, only you have to choose one to continue to the next, but still that gives you a step-by-step builder for your phone. So it's like you're customizing your skin or some kind of case that you're ordering for your phone, but except this is the phone itself. It's fundamentally changing the entire hardware that's running your phone. So essentially it gives you some kind of freedom to mix and match and have the phone just the way you like it as they intended. So you can choose between the rear camera resolution, the front camera resolution, 4 different options for RAM ranging from 2 GB of very basic RAM or all the way up to 6 GB, and of course the ROM all the way up to 128 GB, which is pretty great. Color, there's only two to choose from, red and blue, and I think Lava's signature red looks really good. Once you're done with all of your selections, it gives you the ultimate price, which you can later of course change any of the settings and you can change any of the configurations that you have, basically like you're specking out your laptop, right? When you buy a laptop from a laptop store, like for example if you're buying a MacBook, it gives you different options to choose from. So this is kind of essentially the same concept applied to a smartphone. Smartphones were generally considered as this one solid piece of PCB that you can't really change unless the company offers you that kind of upgrade. So I mean, if unless the company releases a newer variant with more RAM or more storage, there is no real way by which you can upgrade it yourself. Well, with the MyZ series, you can. Of course, this is not a fully fledged version of the hardware picker yet. Like you can't select the platform or the CPU that your phone will be powered by. It'll all be powered by the same MediaTek G35 processor, clocked at 2.0 gigahertz. But the good thing is it's running stock Android, so it has an Android Go version as well. The lightweight version of Android in case you want to run apps better. So that's what they're promising as a lag-free experience, meaning that it's running the lower version of apps, the light version of apps, to save a little bit of computing power. Personally, I think Android Go is not a good option to go for. I think full-fledged Android only runs fine with normal hardware itself. So yeah, try to avoid Android Go if you're trying to buy a phone like this. But it's really cool that they let you upgrade your ROM even after you have finally purchased it. Like I'm not sure how the upgrade process goes, but yeah, the claim is that you can upgrade your phone even after you buy it with the relevant upgrade costs. And the device in general is spec'd pretty well as well. It has a 5000 milliamp hour battery, it has a USB Type-C port, no fast charging granted, but still this is a budget option. The main emphasis on this is to mix and match the hardware, right? Not to have the absolute best of everything. And the target audience, I don't think they'll mind the absence of fast charging anyway. There's FM radio and even a headphone jack. Hey, remember those? That hole on the bottom of your phone that used to exist like 100 years ago? Yeah, that's still here. Honestly, I think this is a great idea. And me, I always look at ideas not for what they are today, but what they can be in the future. So this concept that a relatively lower, like lesser known company like Lava has introduced can be popular and can be picked up by bigger brands like Samsung. Can you imagine a Samsung Galaxy Fold 3 or something like that with a hardware picker? Like you can pick the amount of hardware and kind of customize the components yourself and have a phone spec'd out just the way you like it. That would be pretty awesome. So yeah, give this a shot. I'll leave a link in the description for their website, the MyZ series. Phone customization done right. At least this is a starting point. I mean, this is not the perfect thing everyone wants. Like some people may not want the huge 190 gram weight that comes with the 5000 milliamp hour battery. Some people want a lightweight phone like my dad does. So, I mean, not all customizations are provided yet because, there are some limitations. You can't mix and match anything and put something together and hope it'll work. But yeah, I mean, this is a starting point for something and it can only get better from here on. And I think people will really like this. What do you think of this Lava MyZ upgradable smartphone concept? It's not a concept, you can actually buy this thing. Yeah, leave your thoughts in the comments down below and let me know if you're excited to know more about these kind of things. Until next time, take good care of yourself, choose your hardware just the way you like it, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.